Do you want to give a never before TEDx speech? Or do you want to give the most memorable speech of your lifetime? This one secret or formula will help you do just that. Hey everyone, I am CSK, your personal coach, and you're watching me on my channel, CSKSpeaks. In my journey of mentoring people to go on stage and speak confidently, I have realized one thing, that everyone, almost everyone, wants to get it perfect. There's nothing wrong about it, but the journey they take to reach that perfection is what I am more interested in. Today, I am going to tell how you can enjoy that journey and, more importantly, follow that one simple secret so that you achieve the final outcome out of your speech. Many of us have this ambition of going on the TEDx platform. Many people, say in Toastmasters, want to get on to the district championship or further into the international speech contest. In my little experience of mentoring these to-be champions, I always hit upon a point where I have this conversation with them, and today I am sharing with you that very conversation. Last month I was talking to one person from Indore who was getting ready for her TEDx speech. Now, she was a very accomplished individual. I'm not telling their name for protecting their privacy, but she had loads and loads of experience and also insights about mental health, mental wellness of people in the country and abroad. She wanted to convey this, especially in today's pandemic times, to the people and through the TEDx famed platform. On another note, I had this conversation with one more person, but this time he is a Toastmaster, and the Toastmaster was gearing up for the upcoming contest season. For those of you who don't know about Toastmasters, here's a little bit ad about Toastmasters. Toastmasters is a non-profit organization across the world. It is established in 1924. Over 150 countries have Toastmasters clubs, and it is all about improving your communication skills and leadership skills. So you can check out Toastmasters and join the club nearby to you or your location. Now that ad is over. Coming back to the conversation between these two people, that is one who was getting ready for a TEDx talk and the other one who was preparing for a district contest. Now to both of them, when I opened up my conversation, they started talking about their ideas, and that's how it starts, that they have some particular thought process to build their speech around, and they want to convey a particular message to the audience. Now when I was going through the ritual of asking them what was their purpose, what is the story or what is their message, and how do they want to construct and build their speech, the one thought which kept on coming was like they are running against time. They're like, you know what, we have the contest coming up on that day and I need to be prepared, I need to rehearse, I need to do this. So they constantly kept that time bomb around them. They kept on reminding me that they need to finish off the draft because they are running against time. That's when I stopped, took a pause, took a back seat, and then spoke to them and told them, do not follow your clock. Instead, follow your compass. Now, what do I mean by this? You cannot get on that journey and get on that stage to communicate to people if you are running constantly against the clock. Instead, you have to follow your compass. What does that mean? You have to follow the message, the singular message you want to convey to your audience. Now, let me do a little math in front of you. Imagine there are 100 people in the room who are eager to listen to your speech, and you have 5 to 7 minutes or 10 to 12 minutes to convey that through the speech. How much time do you have, or how much time are you blessed with? If you say 5 to 7 minutes or 10 to 12 minutes, I'm sorry, you got it all wrong. The right answer is 100 into that 10 to 12 minutes or 100 into 5 to 7 minutes. Why? Because that many people in the room have invested their time in listening to you. Now, suddenly, your responsibility of using that time well is multiplied, isn't it? That's the reason why I say don't follow your clock, follow your compass, because you have no right to violate the trust they have put in you by investing that kind of time listening to you. Now, going back, once I put them in their place in focusing on, okay, this is what we need to get going and achieve our result, the next thing which comes up is, will the audience like my speech? Will people applaud and praise? And will people love the quotations or the stories or the singular one-liners which I use? Will it become a catchphrase after I have spoken? Because remember, TEDx or district contest is watched by a lot of people. It's a matter of great pride to go there on the stage and talk to people, right? So people want that speech to be memorable. People want their speech to be successful, and people want their speeches to be popular. There's nothing wrong hoping and wishing for that. But then you can't tweak your speech to achieve that objective. And that's where I had this conversation with these two people. I said, you know what? There is a similarity between opinion and an onion. Let me tell you that. Both opinion and onion, apart from sounding similar, stink. Yes, it is quite hard hitting, but that's the fact. If you design your speech to suit the opinions of people, in my book, it stinks. Why? Because you are not being authentic. And thereby, I bring the secret to you. The secret ingredient in getting your speech right is being authentic. Let me explain this. Let's take onion as an example and explain it. Look at the onion. It has an external surface, then it has an internal surface, and you keep peeling, it keeps going deeper and deeper inside. All of us are like onions. We have an external identity. That may be our personality, our height, our color, our texture, our body composition, and the way we behave, the mannerisms, the body language, all of that, right? That's our external identity, and we take a lot of pride in that. And we design our speeches, our appearances, our communication to suit that external identity, but that is wrong. Let's go a layer inside. We have an internal identity. What is that? Your internal identity comprises of 4 things which you can see here: strengths, weaknesses, needs, and desires. Yes, strengths. Each one of us have our own strengths, and we want to keep that intact and play our life to our strengths. At the same time, as the other side of the coin, each one of us have weaknesses. And the better for us is to be aware of the weaknesses so that we can protect and shield ourselves from getting exposed. Then is our needs. We have our inherent needs, and there are multi-layered needs for every one of us. And last but not the least is desires. We want to achieve or accomplish something deep inside, and that's our internal identity. But these two are not going to fly when it comes to being authentic. What you need is to peel that onion a little more. Get rid of the external identity, remove the internal identity, and go deep inside to the core of the onion, which comprises of values and motives. Now, values are universal in nature, but it is also personal. For example, love, hope, abundance. These are values which are universal, but at the same time, love means totally different to you, and that's why it becomes personal. Hope is again personal. Abundance is again personal. So, you need to catch hold of values in one hand and then the motive. And according to me, the single most important motive for every speaker is to serve his or her audience. You have to serve them with value, with knowledge, with information, with entertainment. And that's what is the motive, and that's the motive should be. So if you focus on values and motives at the core, that's your chance to be authentic. So when I had this conversation, when I peeled the onion in front of these two people who were gearing up for a TEDx talk and for their district championship speech, for them it was an epiphany. It was an aha moment, and suddenly they lost track of the time. They stopped following their clock, and now they have a compass to follow and to be authentic. So if you are watching this video and you're preparing for your next TEDx talk, if you're planning the logistics of your company's presentation and going up on stage and giving that never before talk, the most memorable talk of your life, the single most important secret you need to keep in mind is to be authentic. Because authenticity is the only way forward. Thank you very much for watching this particular video, and you may come back to this video again and again, because remember, authenticity is evergreen. Authenticity is timeless. Authenticity lasts for long.
Hey!